As y'all can see, I'm on the final trial for episode 3. I've been getting through this episode really slow, but I'm about to have it over with. I'm ready to flip and, move on to episode 4. Only 2 more cases after this one, y'all. And then, obviously, I'm excited for case 5, Bridge to the Turnabout, because people say that's the best case in the entire flipping franchise out of all flipping the games. Not just the trilogy, all 7 of them. So I'm ready to go. January 8th, 1940... I didn't say 1946. 9:46 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 1. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think's gonna happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery. That's true. We still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that. A little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. Better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you. Hey, pal. What do you want? Tape to the gumshoe. Of course, that's Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How do you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh, you look like you lost the case already. Show me the confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this help. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. This is a small bottle that turned up in Trespian's kitchen a couple days ago. Wow, look at all these bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy pills. Orioles. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle different from all the others. Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Okay. But it could be the victim's medication. Medication? Yeah, for years. Tropical use only, apparently. Boom. Why was the medication in the back? For years. You mean... It's medication Glen Eagles using for such a eardrum. What was Glen Eagles' ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Small bottle we found on the court record. What about the identified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten some of the prints, but... That's gonna weaken its impact on this piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure the defense is impregnable today, got it? Yes, the defense will be unable to get pregnant. Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. One of my neighbors in Phoenix Wright. I don't know if I think Tiger was the one who killed him. Yes, but I don't think he's the main guy here. I think that Bruno guy ordered the hit. I'm back, y'all. I was getting some water. Okay. January 8th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court's now in session of the trial of Maggie Bird. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good. Then we get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder in the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Goodell. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio of an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left ear was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions this new case have, huh, Nick? What is it, Goodell? First cap? Ha! Allow me to remind you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning. We must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Goodell. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. I only lose the thing like that. You gotta change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here, he was throwing us up a scent. And today I'll prove it. Very well, let's the first one to take the stand. Who is the first witness today? Okay, Armstrong, I knew it. And you are? Oh, bonjour everyone. I am Jan Armstrong, the owner and chef of Le Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté. Okay, that's not really that good of a sign, Mr. Armstrong. I don't think you're getting any new customers to this. Forgive me for asking this, but are you a woman? Oh la la, bonjour. As you can see, I'm a person putting gentleman on. He said he was a girl. Earlier. And that's the part that had me confused, y'all. Oh my gosh. Fine, if you saying you a guy now, I got you, Armstrong. Armstrong, man. Alright, there we go. Gene Armstrong. There, okay. Confirmed. On the day of the incident, you were in Chespian's kitchen. Isn't that right? Oui, monsieur. Everything is right. Third cup. Yeah, I'm gonna keep track of those cups during this trial and see if it actually matches up. Ha! Oh, you're totally in face. Doesn't think I'm intimidating this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Chespian. Oui, volunteers. Witness testimony at Chespian. When it all happened, there was just 2 customers in a restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oh, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. Look up the earpiece and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no? That's a twist, so if it was on his right here, that makes sense. I get it, but how would that make it like a mirror? Mirror? Oui, un mirror. The most enormous mirror. That would be, you know, that would make sense if it was true. Suddenly, the mystery disappears. Cup number 4 for Godot. Like I said, we'll keep turning. It's a roll of it. Anyway, it's still. I think it's still cup 3 because he took a sip out of his current cup. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examination. Cross-examination at Chespian. And who were the 2 customers exactly? Mice, of course. The young man who died. And the other not so young man. You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. What about the other man Maggie sets you off the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong is planning to disclose his existence. We have hard evidence we can bring him up, don't we? Guess I'll have to try a different approach for the time being. You were experiencing some with Art Deco. I kind of never heard about that before today. You're not familiar with the language of interior design, Munjo? Please stand topic. Now, why didn't you tell us the court about this before? But I did, just a few months ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of deco source? No, Art Deco. It's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course. That deco. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look from a restaurant. I was planning as the most bold remodeling of the decor. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Both. Something about 4 meters wide and, about 2 meters high. Let's see. If 1 meter is about 1 yard, only glass in the frame, that's huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. Nice one. No, I decided not to go through a visit in the end. Yeah, press order, obviously. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But... Godot. You didn't ask, right? You only yourself to benefit such sloppy work. You did cloud my tea. Alright, yo, I'm gonna rank all prosecutors 3 to 1. Godot number 3. I think he's just inexperienced. You know, he's a new guy, but he's good, but he's just not as good as the other two ahead of him. But yeah, Von Karma, she tries to be perfect, and with that, she just ends up being purely stupid. Because she, like, some cases, she would have literally won them if she wasn't going for a perfect win, right? A win isn't enough for her, right? She could have won some cases, but she wanted to go for the perfect win and exhaust all my options beforehand, and when she gave me a bit of grace, I was able to then win the case. Edgeworth is number 1 easy because, you know what I'm saying, he's just the best, you know what I'm saying, skill-wise. He gives it his all, he loses, but, like, everything he does makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So, period. As it turned out, he can actually use a mirror in the end. The chances add up. Even if Mira was delivered to trust in the end, it doesn't prove that it wasn't the restaurant on the day of the crime. Okay. Ha! If you want to doubt someone, try looking in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you is serious enough. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in the mirror. Ooh, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Normally. How does normality come into this? That's lame, Trite. Even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that something isn't normal, is impossible? Is that it? Did I say that? No? Didn't think so? Great. So are you trying to say my words for me? Where did that leave the poker-headed lawyer and that top-knot chick over there? Young gal, the cool gal with the mask over here. Well, that's right. Okay, none of us are normal. Ack, not the hair. I have a top knot. Mr. Godot is correct. Lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logic was won the day. Everything? You would have seen everything in reverse? Oh, wait, hey Nick, we should take a second and think about what the old Steve said in his testimony. How did he promise that again? The boy is wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me if I'm wrong. It was the lefty without doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up his cup with his hand. If he saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he said is on the left, actually on the right, huh? That clears up all the problems with this one, I guess, or does it? It's kind of hard to believe everything is part of a mirror, but do you think Old City saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. But that just makes the situation look worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in the old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper. Becoming a savior? Okay. 2 customers. So, I believe the customer was Glenn and Kudo. Was there a 3rd person there that day? I mean, Furio was there, but I don't know if this is what I need right now. That's not that. That's not it. I guess I don't have any proof. Okay. Between the tables. Don't you mean the folding screen? Between the tables. Would that not just be the flipping screen, though? That could be a mirror. But he wouldn't have had that view. No. Okay. I think probably let's victim see. Maybe this is what the picture is? No. Nah. Man. I'm bad at this game. Okay, wait, no, can I prove that's not what he's looking at? I'm clearly messing up. Maybe I gotta get the floor plans. Nope. Let's see what you're trying about. Can I prove there's more than 2? Can I prove there's more than 2? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is gonna be useful. maybe this could be it. Nope. Probably later on. Alright. Wait, that day you're experiencing... Okay, experiencing new Art Deco that day. Interesting. Okay. I just don't know what it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? Seen everything in reverse. Got it. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kyo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was left ear without doubt. So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in the mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactamente. You see, Manjo, not as that you think about it, it's not so hard. Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction of the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in the mirror, why is it that the HMD is on the wrong side of his head? There we go. I love this music in Trials and Tribulations. Order. Mr. I is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's earpiece to have been over in his right eye. Good, what do you have to do? Now, his fourth cup of coffee. How bitter. Right, you should have tasted this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way it thinks. How he thinks. You remember this episode? I broke the vase, so Mr. Kudo's one testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit. Other than throwing seeds, the more impressions it makes is the more model his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elk? Fully, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Oak's HMD made a big impression on the old man. Cup 5. What is this now? This is bad music. I saw the earpiece and those earpieces like those he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear. And Godot? Ha. Wolf right? That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever. Oh, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. Godot's good. Enough. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash much for the testimony. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like for the boy of a contract and you just found it's just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court, we're all ears. Wait, I can't explain. Please, if you look at the plans of the restaurant. Witness testimony, the mirror. Lois, is everyone saying complete? The mirror. It was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. I didn't see that at all. Honestly. There's like one seat from which you would have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. So the mirror had no effect on him, is what you're saying. So the mirror is irrelevant then. After the table incident occurred, I moved the mirror, so it was not in the way. But naturally, did not touch anything else. I see no problems with the explanation we just heard. From the table next to the victim, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What now, though concrete I am. Confusing other men like this. Don't worry about it. And keep up. Except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. I hate that guy. You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? Volunteers, of course. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination, the mirror. So, run this by me. The mirror was here, correct? Ooh, really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way. Godot. Look who's talking, Trite. Huh? You obstructing my view, amongst other things. But this is my seat in the courtroom. Thespian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're only a customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you, Trite. I tell you, Manjul, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant. What would that be? Oh la la, look how you lean towards me. I always attracted to the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you as no longer. Mr. Armstrong, tell the court you know it once. I attract the other ones too, you know? Enzim, is how I teach you too. Got number 6 for Godot. I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid of waiting a long time. You're seeing you have a girlfriend, Godot? Bet you has much cream skin and cappuccino perfume. Yeah, I will tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen. That was at the seat. That was the seat as the table next to the victims. That was where a low man was sitting. So why can't you only see the victim from that particular seat? Mice, Monsieur, it is obvious, non? If you look at the plans, you understand. The victim would have been reflected in the mirror like so. If you were sitting at the table next to him, we'd see everything, no? So that's the seat old C was sitting on that day, when the poisoning happened. The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim. Why? That's something kind of odd. After the 10-year-old incident, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. Wait, exactament. I carried out the restaurant's end. You moved it like that all by yourself? What can I say? I know how to pick things up, handsome. God, I'll actually laugh some. Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it's possible. Did you move anything else to kind of seem Armstrong? Looks like the bleeding type on. Oh, you sure about that? Nothing except the mirror. That's right. Is there something the witness said it about the crime scene? Yeah, there is. A camera finger on. What exactly? Ha! Something starting from a case of heartburn, right? Oh, I was just zinged for that. No good myrrh and frankincense. Add a few drops to your coffee and voila, enjoy. Focus Phoenix, breathe. I see we know the two finds evidence. It's pretty strange, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You think someone would have, Meg didn't, neither did see. The only logical explanation is that there was no mirror inside just beyond that day. Now I've just got to prove it somehow. Okay, here's what I think. I'm thinking I have something here, like a contradiction. He said he didn't touch anything else, but basically, if you look over here, fingerprints in the kitchen, small bottle. That's not it? Oh, crap. Okay, I gotta prove that the mirror wasn't there at the time. Alright. Prove it wasn't there. Okay. I don't know. No. Crap. This is tough, guys. Only one seat. I think there was 2 seats, really? No? Man, this is tough. I gotta figure out the... Okay. Will the save? And after something else. Huh. That's not it either, man? Crap. Has to do with the mirror. Got it! Oh my gosh. This piece of evidence contradicts the testimony you've heard, Your Honor. The crime photo. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. I wonder if you mean by that, Mr. Wright. It should not exist. Sounds like you're describing yourself, Wright. Now then, defensive police clarify statement. Was it something that should not exist? I think the mirror is right here. Oh yeah, that's the mirror. That's the mirror. I thought that was like a folding screen to separate the tables. That's the mirror. There we go. This is what should not be the picture. I'm sorry. I'm afraid you lost me. No. Wait. I'm feeling one yarn. Last thing. Oh gosh. What? Okay, let's just load. No, I can't load it. Crap.
Objection!
I'm back. It's a vase. I'm sorry? I'm afraid you lost me. I messed up, period. Like, the guy I was watching was wrong. I was the other vase.
Objection!
There we go. Take that! This? Got it. There's one thing that's clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Which could have evoked the vase that was on the table where you're sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there's a broken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because it was not. It was in fact not sitting at the table next to the victim at all. There we go.
Objection!
Don't be an idiot, right? That's impossible. That's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim was acting from. Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in that house to trust me that day. Testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mom, dude.
Objection! Objection!
Unfortunately, Mr. Kudo, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror. God. Well, wasn't this? What did you update for yourself? I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In light of the revelation, we'll turn back to the original problem. Why does the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which you couldn't hear? Huh. You only got one shot in life. That's not turn back. Y'all, this dude Godot legitimately steaming when he's mad. You know what I'm saying? There's no coffee. Like, his cup's down. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at his hand. No coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is that steam coming from? Like, I'm scared. Am I going to go on fire? Are you going to get that mad, boy? You going to turn into flipping Hulk? One claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trites. Then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the little man saw? Yeah, I'm an hour away from me in this case. If I can answer this, then we'll twist the truth. I can feel it. Are you going to be okay? Can you really stop this contradiction, Nick? There's one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? That was more than one. Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table, and there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kyo's testimony. I think I know the reason why I don't think this case is adding up. Okay, now we're going to start learning everything about what's happening here. Well, Mr. Wright, let's see your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kyo's testimony is simple. The victim was a phony. That's a crazy claim to make. Because this case is riddled of contradictions. Yet there's one very simple answer that cleans hers all up. And what's that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elk at all. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elk. Obviously, unlike the victim, there's nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how you end up wearing this earpiece in his left ear on steak. Makes sense. A phony Phoenix, a phony Glenn Elk. I get it. Phew. Order the court. Settle down or clear the courtroom. Quiet, Grams. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What do you say? Trite. Are you saying that Mr. Kurosawa was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elk and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express orders of creating a witness out of the one victim, Mr. Kudo. Give it a try. What would everyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was the serving go brought, so she put some in it. That's the serving go right here. I remember her well. It's hard to believe, but there was one and only one great reason to show Mr. Kudo's fake poisoning. To show Maggie Burke and active poisoning the coffee.
Objection.
That's gotta be Vila. No. I returned from my grandpa's to this. It's true that there were no other customers at the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would notice what was happening. That's right. Well, if your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct? Oh, well, alas, this is most typical for me. No, it's quite simple. All I have to do is testify. You're under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony trespass that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong to the whole truth of what happened. Defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day. Ooh. Witness testimony in the restaurant. He's getting emotional about this now. The victim, Munjo Elg, came to the restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won lottery, Mon Elg became very excited. Look at that face, boy. He's flipping, has the crumble taken in his hand, like this with an arm there, like, yeah! It's crazy. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. There was no time for a phony to do acting. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all. Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this message to be cleared quickly. What do you have just done to commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong? I would have thought how to punch you later. Ooh. For now, we'll hear your cross-examination. Mr. If you please. Cross-examination in the restaurant. The victim, Munjo Elg, he came to the restaurant alone. Was he alone at his table as well? Yes, I saw him from the kitchen. Yet the defendant, Miss Broad, remembers it differently. He swears there was another man at the victim's table. Unfortunately for you, Trite, yesterday's witness also decided the victim was alone. You know, saying you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee supposed to be bright. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love, it's very sweet. He might will say that makes her seem wild all of a sudden. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. Ball man, you mean Victor Hugo, correct? Ooh, he comes to often for my such a coffee. I drink your own coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. For a sip, just for the experience. Oh, you look so happy, Munjo. You're most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip, nothing more. So, Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask in detail about his arrival. Alright. So you're saying that not much time lapsed between when the victim and Mr. Kudo arrived? Ooh, that is correct. But there's still a possibility that something happened in that gap of time. By recollection, how much time would you say elapsed? Let me see, approximately 2 minutes, I would say. 2 minutes, that's all? Seems unlikely to think untoward could have happened in such a short time. Rats, I knew I shouldn't pursue this line of questioning. Let's go to the other one, I guess. Out of curiosity, about what time was it Mr. Kudo arrived? Oh, no, I can't remember, Munjo. I believe we told about this yesterday. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by Constable Romancer. Did that jog memory witness? The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived, so the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. No? That's not 2, huh? Thank you for your jog memory, Ranger. You're wonderful. I can't see you all the time you've done that, can I? The time of day we ended with testimony. Wait, Mr. Judge. I mean, I do it for you. Merci bien. That's French, isn't it? Debbie Judge, Loki. Debbie Judge. Absolutely iconic. Gotta leave some person to get mood. He's even humming a song to himself. I'm absolutely sure about the time. Well, I think it really hard. I'm sure it's just after 2. Ooh, it is the time I stopped saying that I'm listening to you. Quite right. I always break a restaurant starts in the specials. I was known to wind up a case early to make it on time. Over now. Haha. I guess you should never get between hungry judges lunch. Oh, would you look at that? It's all the time ready. Witness, down with your testimony, please. So your only customers are Mr. Kudo and the victim. Yes, Kudo? How many times do you ask the same thing, right? You never catch me drinking the same wine twice. Huh? You're trying to establish presence of a funny victim in the restaurant, but you're wasting your time. You can't grind birdseed to make coffee if you catch my drift. 7 cup of coffee. There's a hole in this way somewhere, I'm sure of it. When you got word you won a lottery, Mon Elg became very excited. Did you see him? No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I remember him shouting, "Yes, $500,000 bucks." Presumably the defendant heard that too, then, correct? Maggie. She looked like a poor little private dove. And what about Mr. Kudo? The old man choked on some bird seeds that got stuck in his throat. It seems now we get another incident on our hands. Alright. And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill. I am a immensely talented woman, Ronjoa. I thought you were a man, boy. This dude is literally like saying man, woman, gentleman. Like, Armstrong, you're confusing me. I don't want to get canceled for making a mistake. Like, goodness gracious. Sorry, what do you mean? There's a renowned chef, Gene Armstrong, and the tragic poet, Close Armstrong. Lawrence. Oh wait, I was on your phone. I could tell of a chef and $500,000 of debt. Cooking for many $1,500,000 in the lottery. It's called Fokoi. It means why? Perhaps I could decide it for a court? Please don't. You mean you cannot act like the incident occurred? Ask for the little man to call from the payphone. By own argument, right? The purpose of the phony victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, the opportunity would completely disappear. Indeed, yet it seems a shadow of doubt has been lifted. In Estabas? I guess Mr. Armstrong cited this case, huh? Absolutely. Someone else impersonating Mr. Hogan obviously was oblivious. He was there the whole time after all. But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie notice too? She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember? Ah, you mean this one is the phony stagers act? Well, for sure, to find a hold of testimony. Okay. I think autopsy report, because it's between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. That's a really wide margin, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. Okay, crap. No other customers. Now do I do for Yo Tiger? Still no. Wait a minute. I think I figured it out. Yes, Monday at 1:30 p.m. So, that's it. There we go. There we go. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. Kukoi? What do you mean? At the time of question, the victim was listening to the radio with their piece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket. Wait, that must be the show Mount was listening to. I can't see any problem with his testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder. You said the victim arrived at the restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? Wait, I am sure of it. I remember perfectly now. I know it was that time, because I just finished serving the lunch menu. Get to the point, right, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m., and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's only at 1:30. Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it announced he had won. And yet, I don't believe this cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished 30 minutes earlier by that point in time. There we go. No. This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio of a press radio drum, hit your show that's already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from the facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Okay, that does bring up some holes itself because there had been something going on at 1:30, but that makes sense. Yes, there were 2 Glen Elks in Trust Beyond the day. The real Glen Elk, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glen Elk, acting out the events persecuted to witness. There we go. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy? Yes, Godot. Quite a performance, Trice. You're almost on a roll. What's your evidence? But sadly, you lack the raw car foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this, Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Elk is performing his play for the benefit of Sukudo. How do you explain, then, what the real Glen Elk is? I'm slightly late, I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glen Elk was already dead. That's still the obvious conclusion. Objection. Yes, Godot? Thank you, Trey. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. But what? Now, I presume you can pursue the theory of yours. Can you explain what the missing corpse went to? That missing corpse? According to the told man's testimony, there's only one other customer there. That customer is a phony Glen Elk. Then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? Y'all, Godot, Loki is clocking my chi. That is a really good point. But, you know, I'm going to have to go ahead and clock your T next. No! The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Rice. If your theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. What did the killer have the body? Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. Yes, Your Honor? No conjectures, right? Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves the body was hidden. The evidence? What's with the intense pressure here all of a sudden? I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he turned it all back around and backed me into a corner instead. Well, Mr. Wright, the court now will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, it was the body of the real Mr. L. concealed. Outside Tresby, I think it was inside Tresby, because I think it could have been in the kitchen, and Armstrong helped out, because the one reason is that bottle was found in the kitchen. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tresby. Interesting. But where could the body have been hidden inside the restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Rice. Yes, Your Honor. The identification where it concealed. Okay. Again, the kitchen. The body was in here. I see. That's a position. But the real question is, can you back it up? What is the evidence that proves the body was in the location? And guys, my proof is right here with the bottle. I think I got him, baby. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? No. I've never seen that ugly bottle before my time in my life. Only use the very best bottles, Monsieur. The highest quality only for me. What was the bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tresby. Eh? Quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Rogue visited an Alderlary and was given medication that day. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. We don't have the fingerprints, though, y'all. We don't have those yet, which is bad. But I think we can make some stuff happen here with what we got. The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Glenn murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen. That makes sense. At which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Mondu? Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client Maggie Birth. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. Here's the theory on this murder. Armstrong was in on it because he's in debt. Frio Tiger was in on it because he's in debt. Viola was in on it because he's Bruno's granddaughter, and maybe was forced to do it, maybe was not, but regardless, she was in on it pretending to be Maggie, if I had to guess, because they got the same bit of hair, I think. And Bruno called the hit. So these 4 people were involved in this crime. None! Order. This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Helg? Never. I cannot do such an awful thing. Queso. No! Godot, why are you crashing out? Mr. Godot! The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I would down and make a coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you have right now? This is 8th cup, and I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with an empty cup. Listen up, Jeff. How about bringing flavor in your my H-deficient friend? Do you have to demand a pardon? Please, you must hear me out. It's a chap. Listen to me. Por favor. You hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor Spanish. I'm only gonna ask you once. Did you do it? None. Absolutely none. Yeah, simply, let's hear it. You got one shot, right, Grams? Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one false statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godo's coffee mug awaits you. You gave him permission? It's my gavel. Oh, yeah, it's clear. What do you always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. But guys, they're on my side now, but I don't think Armstrong was the only person involved in this, guys. Like, we haven't even, only in part 1 of the trial, and Tiger hasn't even been involved yet. Bruto has to have some relevance here. Then we haven't mentioned Viola, and I don't think Lisa's involved in this crime. I think Lisa's clear. I'm gonna clear Lisa on all suspicion. Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. Witness testimony, the confession. It's true. I hid the body in the kitchen. Ooh, he hid the body in the kitchen. Okay, this is admitting to that. So this is gonna be some huge stuff here now. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. Okay. Again, guys, my theory. I think flipping Bruto was the man, or Furio Tiger. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I cannot refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. Just believe me. You were forced. By who? I cannot say, or I'll be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Oak died, was he really the only person at this table? There was another man. There we go. That's how Maggie's case out a lot. I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell his name of the real killer. I think it was Furio Tiger. Cross-examination, the confession. It's true. I had the body. Okay. Good. Did you carry the body by yourself? Oh, wait. I carried him. And I carried Maggie too. Maggie too. When you saw the victim collapse, you fainted. I could not leave us there. But why do you have the bodies? I mean, forced to do it. Okay. What man? Who was he? No, I cannot say. I fear for my life. He's really scared. You'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick. Yeah, you're right. If you don't tell me, I'll tell him. But why would you go along with this man? I just go along with him because there's a reason I cannot feed. And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong? You know, Manja. Yes? Surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such embarrassment. A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. And a bit too male. I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason, so I'll just have to prove evidence. I did not kill him. I swear I'm to believe me. So you're claiming that all you did was hide the bodies. Is that correct? Oh wait, that's right. If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, we must tell the court everything. We must make clear the identity of the man who will do this. He's already confessed this much. He might as well stop dancing around the real issue. Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is. Then sock it to him, Nick. Okay. I can see two contradictions here that I think are possible. Let's just go out there and get both of them. I'm in forced to do it. There's a reason why I cannot refuse. I think I know what that reason is. It's your debt. There we go. You have a $500,000 debt, don't you? $500,000? Is it true, Mr. Armstrong? Ooh, Jesus Tizzle. I was weak and I borrowed the money. Is this Mr. Armstrong Achilles heel? And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. I don't know if it is Tiger or Bruto here. Let's look at the contract. The contract is the owner of the loan is tender lender. I think it's Tiger. It's either Tiger or Bruto, but I think he might come into play later. Because we haven't even mentioned Bala yet. And we're talking about the man at the table. So I think it's Tiger here. There we go, yeah. A $500,000 loan for a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you're forced to do anything this man told you. Wait, what does it say? Mr. Armstrong, the Tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his own. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what you told me to. I had no choice. I created the body and unconscious Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to figure out his name. I think we can now safely say that the manufacturer hand was the superior Tiger. Yes. Finally, these guys are getting involved. There we go. There we go. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. If it was in the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's favorite pocket, was that you're doing as well? No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It was despicable. Mr. Godot, you were some of this for your Tiger as a witness. I don't think it can be arranged today, so we adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. 30 minutes. What? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. Need half an hour to get the guy to stand, not a minute more. How the? Don't sit back and relax yet, right? No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tiger is ready to take the stand. Until then, court will return for a 30-minute recess. Alright, here we go. This is it. The final bit of the trial. Let's do this. Everything's gonna get reviewed right here right now. Let's go. This is a really good case, I'm not gonna lie. I like this case a lot, genuinely. I think it's really good. Every case is good, but this is a memorable case, so I'm happy about that. No Pearly, though, which sucks. January 8th, 1:21 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. So we're finally going to see a Tiger on the stand. We've almost won this case now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I crossed them with Mr. Armstrong just now. He said he was just doing what Tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if he testifies the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have this case-making evidence we're gonna need. Hey, pal. Take the gumshoe. What are you gonna chill about? Take your head's running on end. Yeah, that's the pot on the kettle black. No, Miss Tom, not. It's not Tom, not. Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kinda get wound up. No kidding. Got something to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a job right down the precinct. I could get some printing lines for you if you got an hour. An hour? The trial will have to reconvene by then. But, Nick, we saw really dusty previous evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour? You bet. In that case, would you mind taking your prints for me? If you're getting back to the station anyway, can you find who prints are on this? Oh, hey, that's the small ball I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we tell the last mystery who this prints belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been on maybe too. Small bottle gave the detective gumshoe. Okay, I'll get this off the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case when I get back. This is pretty much the file shut on, I guess. It's time to separate the funniest and newer guys. Here we go. January 8th, 1:56 p.m. District Court, Court number 4. I'm so sorry for you, Judge. Your lunch, it's all the 2 p.m. special. Court on convene. Where's you go? Did you find the sphere of tiger? Cup 8, I think. I even tamed him for you. It's a 3-cup job, no problem. Okay. So 8, 9, 10. This is cup 11. Tamed him. The guy's name would be Fear of Tiger, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, still bites. Very well. Please show Mr. Tiger to stand. This is gonna be good, y'all. I love Tiger. He's like really funny. When it's please take an application for the girl, where you at? Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there is room for me down there too. Would you mind? What'd you say to me? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. You could have guessed that fear wouldn't do so bad broken accent on the judge. I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Psyche? No, of course not. It was the judge. There's the judge hiding under the table too. Your Honor? Oh dear. I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carrying the between the normal. Judge, I see what you're trying to do. You didn't have a pen on the table. Even the judge is scared. That's it. We're doomed. Oh, for real. Oh my gosh. Even the judge is cooked. But Godot, hey, Godot, and Godot's still okay. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said you was it to call me in here? Godot, period. Him. It was Godot. This is gonna be so good, y'all. Oh my gosh. But y'all, after I complete every single case in this game, I'm gonna rank all of them, all 14 cases in this game, and I think I can be good. I think I can genuinely have it be good. There's no need to shout. We can't hear you. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You're trying to snare. Don't let us snare the law. And I'm gonna haul you in. Too cool. Still didn't get the better of your neck. Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, ass boy. You mean doing that to the previous trial, Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. What after you give testimony then? This dude is still under the table. Oh my gosh. Please tell us about what you did in the murder. Thanks, right? You're the one who set this up, didn't you? You're gonna work out the day you ruffled Tiger's fur. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I do. Cool. Maybe I should have brought a knife with me today. Get a grip, Nick. Where's testimony? The Tiger's alibi. Alright, I'm finna cook you up, boy. I'm hoping that he doesn't know how to testify and that he'll like make lots of mistakes. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. Got boys lined up to borrow cash from Tenderland every single day. If you want to check my alibi, just ask Valletta. There we go, Valletta. Oh, that's on my pen. Very well then. What is it? Please, witness, if you could have framed something like that. Did you drop your pen again, Your Honor? Did you drop it again? I don't know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That little life ain't no lawyer. He just punches away the stupid details till he wins. Little life, me? Listen up, Marty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you're gonna borrow the cash from me. That's one of those contract my future on. don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with a tiger. Ha! I'll have a good sight there for. Just a minute, that's really not. This is witnesses. Okay, put it. Hungry tiger roaming in the jungle. Get on with the bad side and how about everyone's that off? Yours too. Very well, I have no choice but to impose penalties to sit here. You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court imposes a penalty for any irrelevant pressing witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you read across the examination. That's right. Okay, you can do it, Nick. Okay. So, okay. He got aura. I can't even press him on stuff. Okay. Okay. This is irrelevant. The last one and first one are relevant. I'm glad they haven't even heard the answer in the current SPN. You've got a big mouth, right? You trying to say I was some mob hit? Is that what you're trying to say? Where's your proof then? Evidence, yes, well, for attorney to make an accusation court, you must have evidence. That's what I'm strike to the lawyers. What game just got here? Ah, I see the Judy side. Mr. Tiger, very good. Huh. Why don't you ask him to represent you sometimes, right? Grr, what should I do? I don't know. Harder? Mr. Tiger, what do you want? If you want, am I going into more detail? Crap. Okay, I'm gonna load. And then boom. Alright. I'm not gonna... I'll leave it. Alright. If I'm at the bus, someone's gonna pay. Ugh. By Bella, you're talking about the Cataravini families. Yeah. You want to cross them, you're going to end up sleep with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you drag Valletta to the mud, he'll do you in. Oh, the tiger, I think he messed up there. Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there. You said that he just like Violet, didn't he? That's not relevant to the case right now, so I can't. Yeah. I think I can press the second one too, actually. I'll give it a go. Are you sure about that? We're talking about a month ago, you know? You can see his teeth? That's how sharp my ticket area is. Sharp? Is he talking about Valley Academy? She has everything in my scheduler. December, right in the office. That's what it says. That's why it was. That seems like a rather schedule. Judge, he goes again. What the tiger did all December's an issue. Is what he was doing in December, so now what? Okay, I remember. The day of the murder is December 3rd, right? Okay. I forgot about that. This is a retrial. This happened over a month ago. Okay. I think I should press harder right now. The tiger, what do you want? Oh my god. No, it's essentially established that witnesses alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you not outside that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. Never said foot outside. I meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen a kid before. I believe the witness's last day was important. Let's figure it out if you could please. Mr. Tiger, the court asked you to add the last statement to the summary. Alright. You didn't know Mr. Glenelg, really? Oh, okay. Oh, me? I'll just send you back $200. Is he seriously considering this? Wow, Tiger's really good sales now. Yeah, and if I want to sell this case, then you copy him. I know what this is here. The day you're talking about, I was in the office, and I never saw that kid before. Never saw that kid before, huh? Are you sure about that? Got him. Mr. Tiger, he's gonna be known as Mr. Glenelg. But Pierce never said Elg knew you. What? Mr. Oak left his zone on his calendar. Knew the tiger. And the date, December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tiger, I submit that you didn't need no one, Mr. Glenelg. Because on the very day incident, you met with him. He looks dashing that suit. Not bad, he's actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with you to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? Said not bad. That's one comment I can do about. Please line to Steve. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. You calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing? So you're saying you've never claimed that... So you're saying they claim to have never seen the kid before. It's true. I'm dead serious. You tell me about the truth. Cut you like magic. Cut 12, I think. That's why you testified to court, Mr. Traeger. I guess, would you mind endorsing the court witness? Never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. Little bitches. Is it time I nailed this guy? When he testified, the victim, Glenn Elk. I ain't no lie. I never met Glenn Elk. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. Set up a meeting with the guy at my office, telling lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never been to that Trespian joint, you see? Okay. I see. I don't think it's perfectly logical. You had to arrange to meet the victim, but you didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep points when you're dead. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Did I tell you got a big deal going on today? I ain't gotta make you buy us now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That feels going straight to you, right? Okay. Cross-examination, the victim, Glenn Elk. I think I get it. I think he's trying to say that the point was after he died. And yet, your name was on the calendar. Get the horse calendar on my face. I'm the Tiger. Not only would you poker fine. Tigers like me, who was like that for breakfast? No. Witnesses are pretty deed evidence. Not that they were wood. Well, there was a case once where a young lad ate. And anyway, if you had ever met the victim before, how do you explain nobody left? There was some lame guy that name though. That's very strange. According to the manager of the firm where the victim worked, December 3rd was the day he had to repay his loan. He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but paying what he owed. Oh, yeah, maybe he's right. Whatever it was going down at the beginning of December. So you did meet at 0 then. Hey, right? You might want to call yes a sec. So your meeting was supposed to be a Trespian then? Why do I want to go for a dumb like that? If I want to talk to my clients, I got an office checked out for the job. I got the best hunchback views ever saw in there. Oh, that's a professional office you got there, no? So you were on your office on the day in question? You didn't show up? Huh. What do you think, Trice? Let's see. How's the dead man get friend/restaurateur at the Lone Shark's office? You yourself didn't go to Trespian? What are you trying to put me on here? Why don't you just come down to my office? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best hunchback you ever saw in there. No need. Okay, thanks. Listen up. I ain't got no more stakes at this. Okay. Pepper, not even once? Not even once. I was in my office the day I went down. I didn't put no poison, no kid's coffee, capiche? Do you think you really didn't mean Miss Glenelg? Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's on the whole thing. So you mean the whole testimony he gave was just a lie? Of course. We can't afford to give him time to think of the way he's played leaks in it. I've got the nail while I still can. Because thinking again, guys, I think Furrio Tiger is a henchman for Vila and Bruto Catervi. I think if I could find this, the Tiger's got some debt. The Tiger's got some debt for Vila and stuff. And so I think what happened was maybe he's paying off his debt by working for Bruto. Okay, never been to Trespian. Master Masquet. Not it. Kitty! Yeah. Alright. Okay. Did never show, okay. That prove they did show. MC Bomber, maybe? No, that's not it either. He's okay. Y'all see how these first four he looks really confident and stuff, and the fifth one's when he starts to break down a little bit. I think this is the one he's lying about, judging by his facial reaction. Ain't never been to that Trespian joint. Where's the proof he has been though? Where's the proof he has been? Maybe the meeting was at Trespian? No. No. Man, this is tough. I want to borrow cash. Maybe because the ticket? No. Never met Glen Elg. Glen Elg. Lisa Bassel. And Lennox. From my office. Alright, y'all, I think I know. Okay. Y'all see how for the first four of these little dialogues that his face is looking calm, cool, collected and stuff? But the fifth one's where he starts to break down a little bit with his face and, you know, hands on a shirt. And I was able to figure out that Trespian matches is found in Nintendo lenders. So I was able to completely clock by his facial reaction the part to clock. And reveal evidence. Should I get something like to tell the cool about these matches? Matches? What are you talking about? We found them in your office at Nintendo Lender. They're from that restaurant. Well, if you've really never been to Trespian before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around my stuff now too, boy guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me? Well, I think you are clearly lying. So that's what I know. Order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling the truth, don't you? Ah! So sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I'll go back on what I said. But okay, I was enjoying that day. What? Well, listen good, right? I might have been there, but I still met that kid. No, okay, you said you weren't there, now you were. Well. Looks like an order just came in front of the testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did it make Glenn that day. But again, he wasn't the mastermind, I don't think. And he didn't put poison in his coffee, he must have. One testimony, I trust BN. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, tip was concrete. I figured if the place wasn't going to be hot already, it was going to be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went right to my office. I mean, still, his testimony makes sense. I see, you didn't actually meet him in the end then. Well, Mr. Wright, cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. That's, I mean, hold on. If I wait here long, I'm going to make it normal express. No more stupid questions. Huh. No problem. Chapter 12. Anytime strike presses you son 11, I'll see you pay the penalty. Mr. Godot, that's my job. Your job is to claim that Little Henry doesn't call you guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. This person works fast and ain't cheap, right? So just know you since you paying. Oh man, doesn't it really bother me anything around here? When it's cross-examination at Trespian, so alright. I'm streaming for about an hour 22. So the meeting wasn't due to take place at $10 at all then. The kid was making a fuss about coming to the office. It's always that way when I talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you've ever seen if there are any issues. Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come. That's why you decided to meet Trespian? Huh. You're going over old ground again, right? Sorry. Oh gosh. You will psych out the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you will like it. Boy? May have it. Boy, Phoenix, yo! I woke up my grandpa by saying that, so y'all better like and subscribe. I'm gonna go grounded. But that is crazy, Phoenix. Okay, one ugly scene. You mean you saw Glenn off the body? I guess I did, but I saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy but a cloth got a hat. What time was this? I don't know. Huh? You know what time? One of the niggas in the world? Which watches? Run watches. I ain't gonna blew my palms on some chicken henpecker. Out of interest, Mr. Tiger, why don't you up the second most? Huh? What do you think? It's spare watches. This guy for real? Look, all I need to know is that something bad's going on in the place. He's mad about this. You went straight back. Did about guilt? So you hit you what you did? What are you trying to say? Trying to tell me you ain't never been guilty of nothing? You were? We all have a cross as a bear. We all have what's well, dark secrets we hide. Like this. The courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it? Things done again, Mr. Wright. Another oh my god. I'm gonna save right here, y'all, but that means I can't make a mistake for the rest of this trial, so I gotta reload my save every time. Tiger's the cat and hang on for no one. I ain't got time to count no murder investigation. When exactly fit the matches? Okay.
Objection!
No. Alright. I don't know.
Objection!
That's not it either, man. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I gotta be close to the end of this. I just want to get done with this case. Low key. Let's see for turnabout. Alright. I apparently trust being floor plants.
Objection!
Got him. You're something of a long collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tiger? No one face Tiger's clutches. Oh, I'm certainly lied to that in pro. And no one could see its faces clutches. That is aura. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trent? You line for them questioning? So you did the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were staying at the entrance, Mr. Tiger. From there, you could feel vision of a coast like this. Indeed, the witness would have a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that what you said? I'll pull it back to the kid's head. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Let's go and think back. Remember, between the tables. It's all for partition. Why? That's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. The entrance field of vision make us locking in. Ends here. So, for the entrance of Trespian, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Objection!
Yes, kiddo? Wrong. Have you gotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at the table.
Objection!
Oh, really? No. For the defense is true, that point to be moot. The victim was witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glen Elk, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim, and he had just killed and acted out a charade. Told you the trial's gone long enough for the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? He said the killer married Glen Elk, and then impersonated his victim to performance for Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright really didn't just come on the court. Goodell? Goodell? That wasn't Goodell. I don't think was it Bruto Catarabini? I don't know who it is. Obviously, it's the first thing you least expect. What's the matter, Your Honor? Oh, nothing. I saw my head again. Don't mind me. Carry on to your things normal. Guilty. Oh my gosh. I messed up, y'all. This case is tough. Oh gosh. Objection. Boom. Boom. Rats in the ashes. Objection. Save here. Okay. This was a man who impersonated Glenn. That man had to have been Bruto. Boom. Oh, Tiger, obviously I'm stupid. Obviously. The killer's Bruto Tiger. No one else could have done it. What? What witness? Go. Now that's cute. You think you can pin us on the Tiger? Maybe you just don't understand. Oh, geez, say it again. Come on. You got the guts? You can't threaten me, Mr. Tiger. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. I'm under the table, Mr. Wright. Sounds to me like you got. It must be you, man. You got guts. I'll give you that. Mr. Wright, don't not leave me else alone. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Cadeau. Let's just go back over Mr. Cadeau's testimony one more time. Don't man to see the victim. Does the victim want to know? The servants go about the cappuccino, but he put some in there. There's no question about it. It's very conspicuous. He put some more powder in there. Was the victim real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison in the coffee. Yeah, so it's the way she put in the coffee. Very impressive, Mr. Cadeau. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Ha. Found your pendant last, right? In my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Cadeau witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, supposed to be Mr. Glen Elk, and the waitress behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright? I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elk was really the kill in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress is also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress is an imposter as well? The venomous bird fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone else used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Viola. Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cataravini. She's an employee of Tender Lender. You're making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home with a non-destructive knife, you know what I mean? The Travis Rose say the following. Well, when I took the copy of the victim's table. Alright. There's just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Mr. Bird seemed to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim was left ear when the eardrum was ruptured. The radio show he's posting listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. Mr. For your tiger, the only person committing this crime is you. Breakdown. Witness? What have you got to say? How is his breakdown gonna go? Because he's crazy, that's legit. Before and after. That's cute. So Ari? He's alright. I can do it with a guy like you around. Well, what do you mean? Okay, I'm out on this game. I'm gonna have to charm a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You gotta write that nice out, right? Please missed out one for important thing. But that can't be. I was enjoying that day, and I met that kid too. So I couldn't have him poisoned me here. You hear? What? Do you really expect us to leave you now, Mr. Tiger? Ha. What a troublemaker. Troublemaker. 13th cop. Looks like we're gonna need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of testimony. Indeed. Witness, you explain yourself at the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day with trust between yourself and the victim? Witness testimony. Ties to the victim. Okay, found testimony. Yeah, Lundo cash. About $9,000. That day we used you to have a little chat. The kid had his chat day, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to find the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won. $500,000. You got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Oak was $50,000. Yeah, but he's got the big taken into account. And she's put the fast, you know. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice the principal. The repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was an unlucky kid. He got the $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, he ain't got no case. His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? Cross-examination time. I don't know his motive. It's because he's in debt too. Did he have a way of paying the loan back? The fool's a gambler. He said he couldn't get it till the end of the big win. So I agreed to help him. Help him? You? I kept him hidden with ideas for ways to get it one big, but the guy kept losing. So you want to help him for his sake or yours? With no compromise. You help me, I help you. What's the difference, huh? I don't believe this. Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone that thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only loan you $5 max. Thanks a lot, Maya. So how much are you expecting him to pay back on that day? What do you think? The whole package, $100,000 including interest. That's a real heavyweight punch. Once the client was the repayment, you call the whole loan in. If you want to make it in my world, that's all he's gotta know. And how many times have Mr. Oak been late for his repayments? Once. And how much was he supposed to pay back every month? $50. Sounds like Mr. Oak was a risky spot. Yes, okay. How much do you have left on his debt? You want round figures or $100? That's the whole amount. You're talking about a guy who only had 15 cents in his wallet. He's telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee? He's telling me these things have been very mammoth, Mr. Oak. That guy was so smooth, I tell you, real smooth. You don't have to, you might have to that's what he said to me. The guy that called you the tender tiger. He was skating on, stay nice to me. Not flattening the guy when he started screaming. What about the flatten the guy? Was that because the guy won the lottery? Was his last chance a big win? And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question. That's it. The Millionaire Radio Show starts at 1:30 p.m. and runs for 10 minutes. That fixes the time you took that with some accuracy. The whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later after. Also, that Mr. Peel would see it. You can still see the kid's face now. I am never going to forget it. Was there anyone else the rest of that time? I don't remember. If there was no one there, I'd take this tiger trip for a month. If Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Val Catarini were on there at that time. So the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning? Seems that way to me. But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you? Ha! Then dying would at least say your next will win the worst losing streak you ever had. That's what defines a true gambler. It sounds so cool. How much has it, Nick? You haven't got the willpower for it. All I know is the kid took a shot and you're lucky in the end. Waitress, you mean? The girl with the glasses in the register. Who's that, you mean? She hadn't gotten the weight, things would have been bing, bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push on this. What exactly did the defendant did? How about your glass woman wise about the $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Noah's coffee. Like the theory, you would have to know all of that, Mr. Tiger. Let's not forget this one's actually the crime scene, right? One of them actually agreed with some deals with him down. I couldn't be there when the cops did it, so I split. I see. Your Honor. The witness's last few statements are for good 2 cups of coffee. I can confirm, Mr. Godot. You mentioned testimony equaling the witness. That's what he's asking me is right. The Tiger's trying to pin the car on Maggie. If I ask about what he saw, it's only to damage our case. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Are you all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was getting my hands on $1,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that witness got in the way. As far as I can tell from the witness testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tiger had no motive for killing the victim. Well, that's right. Are you having testimony or you would like it amended? Have it amended. I'm not gonna get... Okay. The best like testimony amended. Very well. I think you had no other ones that day. Yeah, the what? Then, why didn't you take the toilet ticket when you left? Why did you think? Because of Florence over there. Because of Maggie. How about you go ask surprise about that $500,000 ticket? It's not so bad.
Objection!
Okay. Amended. I got it. I can amend it. I can amend it all the time. Yeah, amend it again. Amend it again. And then this is what I need to work with. Save right before this. I think I have this. I have no. Okay. So he's saying he didn't have another motive. Got him. So he does intend to get back $100,000, Mr. Ogodu, correct? I don't think I have the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elk, $100,000 wasn't enough to cover it, was it? Huh? About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, which the young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. Where did you go? These guys' info. These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. One of these, her operating cost $1 million. Payment for these expenses in December. $1 million? Preposterous sum. Someone should do these demos. Ha, no one paid like that. If the medical association would have got wind of it, the hospital wouldn't have been dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tiger had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. There we go, I got him. Order. You see, it's not dependent on it, Mr. Right? Indeed, it did, simply because the woman injured was none other than Violet Catarini. Did you say Catarini? Budo Catarini, my boss in charge of all underwater activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Valletta, who's also known as Violet Catarini. Right. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It made sense. You were desperate to acquire that $1 million Catarini demanded of you. So that's in fact, you decided to sacrifice Elk's life to pay your debt. Order. What'd you say that witness? Yes, Godot? It's a nice fairy tale, right? But even if the witness did need $1 million, that doesn't tie into Mr. Oak's murder. Mr. Oak owed him $100,000 and I know he's paying it anyway. Yeah, that guy wasn't worth my spit. I don't think so. In fact, the opposite is true. The opposite. Lending money even though every single payment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Canal can know when to pay the money is crucial. What? Do you know where you're going with this, Nick? You've got to think outside the box, Maya. Outside the box? It's very straightforward. Mr. Tiger wasn't after $100,000 at all. It seems you have a logical conclusion to this theory, Mr. Right? What's next Mr. Tiger after? The ticket? MC Bomber. Glenn Oak was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was a collateral Mr. Oak put up in order to borrow the money. Can you explain how a skill can be used as the collateral to secure a loan trite? You have the skill to create a computer virus, and so he did. A virus known as MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the inside of the computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the computer is the only part of Zana that is for the Stone Age. I'll explain to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like NC Bomb would be worth $7 million in the black market. You're Tiger. You couldn't have cared less about the $100,000, isn't that right? All you cared about was one thing, the virus. Grrr. Tiger, I think I got you. I think I have to go back to your cage. On later murder, Mr. Tiger's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glen Oak had no way to pay back $100,000, and Mr. Tiger knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tiger would first say never happened, but he can, neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly, Glen found Mr. Oak won $500,000 in the lottery, which left Mr. Tiger no way of getting his hands on a important CD. That makes sense, because then the way they're going to repay the debt was with the CD, but now with that, you didn't have to give it up. At least in a legitimate way. There we go. I think Viola so resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered the Glen Elk and then made his next move to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tiger posed the Glen Elk, which Viola Calderoni played the role of this bird. Then they reacted to the whole thing in order to establish a witness.
Objection.
Yeah. Yes, good up. Like I said, Trent's crazy. No one could pull off something like that. For starters, there's no way. But Mr. Armstrong was not from the very beginning. Have you forgotten him to go? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000 in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tiger's plan. Breakdown, baby. Start breaking down. No, I'm not talking to dance. Order. You put on a good show, Spiky. If you just want to stay alive in the loan shop business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dress up like that kid, create a witness to frame someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail of blood on my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you're very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Mr. Wright had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Let me just save real quick. Boom. What was this trick you say Mr. Tiger pulled to frame the accused? The potassium cyanide. Oh gosh. He's not even giving me a chance to explain myself. He's still drinking? And what's the relevance of that, right? It's just a little intro. Wait! Oh, this is it, the magazine clipping. There we go. He framed this being court the first time. He literally did. Oh my gosh. Okay, that has to be there for later. I'm back, let's do this. Okay. See, I was correct in my theory, y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all exactly what I thought it was gonna be. The magazine. It was the paper badge. It's pretty much the same thing, but just slightly different. That's it. What on earth is that? What insults like able to be full of such child's imitation? Judge, wait until you hear this. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tiger, you didn't just pose as the victim of the in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's true, but the way doesn't like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing here this very court, a mere month ago. The fiend tried to put up this disreputable, shabby defense I'd ever seen. Grrr. Right.
Objection.
Yes, kiddo? Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man. Are you prepared to stand and testify that it was him? Hey, forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. Why do you seem so soft now? You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? Good day, kiddo? Count 14. This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, that's right, here in court, you do people's lives. Mr. Kiddo's right. Your Honor, speaking for myself, I must be convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over the court as this judge, with the best of pride handing on a verdict. Your position cannot be swayed by my ready evidence support it. No! If the defense has no further evidence, the court now is... Wait, do y'all not have video footage of these courts? Same impersonated Glen Oak, same impersonated you. Another adds up to murder charge. You don't have I'm sure evidence that this poison victim's coffee. Next. Ha. Sucks to be you, right. Come at the tiger and get me all. You got that. All you managed to do is chase around a little bit. But I was so close to getting to his own guilt. Ha. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. I just have one piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, maybe I can Maggie off the hook. Oh wait, I forgot Gumshoe's gonna come back. The witness cross-examination is over. You're free to go, Mr. Tiger. Hold it. There we go. Gumshoe. Your Honor, sir. Wait! Detective Gumshoe. Before I take on, pal, I checked everything on this. My badge to work. Here it is. My house account on this too. What is it, Detective? Is it obvious, pal? It's not a final besides a piece of evidence. What? Here we go. January 8th, 2:48 p.m. District Court, Twin Lobby Number 1. Touch this on, pal. But I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal. This is not the model. Oh, so, do you know how the prints launching now? Do you think I'm somewhat schematic? Of course I know. So, tell the tigers, right? I knew it. Hey, you bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're 3 your tiger's paw prints, alright? That's great. We got them now, Nick. What's wrong with you? Just saw the words to get sent to Gumshoe out here. You did everything online for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference to prints on the bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage of the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poisoning Glen Oak's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim, but the fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, never of any use. This will be the last chance on Maggie, and I've been working on some useless evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. Not very news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie? You been working some for me? Sorry to let you know, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm detective. What's supposed to be real proof like that? I'm really sorry. I'll get you out of here now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's not gone. He's gone. Is there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was somebody I could use it. One bottle put in the pocket. January 8th, 3:04 p.m. District Court number 4. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I grant you recess so you can refer this as evidence you've discovered. Yes? 15th cap. Don't keep us all in suspense, right? Show us. Naturally. You can assume it's evidence that we're actually in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's heart go to waste. How much more of my time is going to waste? I ain't been in a court before, but used the lawyers I should know how blood is out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you would talk us through, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into the corner here, but maybe if I think he's got me beat. If you think he's got me beat, let's guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. President's final piece of decisive evidence to the court. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. It's not the victim's... Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. You have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tiger. What? But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this information? Everyone who knows what this bottle contains, except one man. One person in the courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints does not print the victim bottle. Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? If I tell him that's a poison bottle, he'll testify more. Well, what the hell then anyway? A phony trial, phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case is phony. Seems like perfect excuse for the phony evidence. Mr. Tiger, this is the scientific evidence to prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils, potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? Poison used to murder Sog, Your Honor. The victim clearly was this very bottle. It's on this table, on this bottle, Mr. Tiger, found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? You'd make a good pun, you know that? What? You think it never gonna get this to stick? You just make me laugh now. You think I could keep up like that gonna pull the tiger? A bluff. I can see straight through you, Mr. James Price. I ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No. This is the bottle you found traces of the poison in. So much the tiger didn't get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was round. It was into glass. How did you know that? That cheap piece of trash doesn't look nothing like it. How do you know that, though? How do you know that, though? Yeah, Godot's silent for once. Yeah, let that speak for itself. Judge is blinking like crazy. I know he don't gotta blink. He's doing it for the love of the game. These guys are normally going crazy. They're silent as heck. Actions speak louder than words. Got him at last. What? Why is everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle. Is this the bottle you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle with the song I was in. What do you think? Gonna find my prints in that bottle? Don't that code looking soup for you people? Not why you're just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? Even Godot knows he's cooked! Y'all, when Godot admits his defeat, that's when you know. That's when you know. What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you should have known that what kind of bottle of potassium cyanide was in. But you just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. That is what he did. You just got the exact bottle used I killed all the poison. You just don't know who you're messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars in the black market. This is some new information I didn't know about. You think I'm gonna let them jump shoot to the better me? Sure, the last piece of evidence is phony. That's just what you deserve. The phony trial of a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. Grrr. Oh, you're going anime mode, bro. Flipping Goku. He's gonna rip his shirt off. Where am I at? Is it a blackout? What's going on? It looks like a blackout. He escaped. Godot's mask. Well, good done, Trice. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While you watch the police stay in your play. Oh, I'm so good. How's things going, Mr. Tiger, Mr. Godot? He's being arrested on suspicion of murder Glen Oak, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Mr. was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, he was. In the absence of genuine evidence, but the tiger made a mistake. Indeed. You nearly got away with everything for that one slip of the tongue. Your tiger's a truly frowning criminal. Ha! The truly frowning one is a defense attorney over there. Godot. Well, I'm now in position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty. Yeah. That's all. This court is adjourned. January 8th, 4:10 p.m. to report. Return lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, I'm at loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in that trouble months ago, but now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was a tiger. Look, Nick, in the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I guess we'll be heading off soon, pal. Wait. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well, I was... Well, I guess... What? Wait, detective, he just ran off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him you got the medication bottle. That wasn't even anything you used, but... It's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe just running on circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can't you put in a good word for Nick? Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. Please, she needs it. Maggie, you know, Dr. Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this. I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to light me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me. That's why. He thought I might have done it. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate their freedom. Lunch! Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe. Made of a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually like wieners, you know? Did you guys see that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know? Yeah, the trial died on a bit today, didn't it? Isn't it okay if I eat this now? So, how's it, Maggie? It's really good. W's. So if the case of the false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up, and who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Okay. Okay, I did it. I did it, guys. Okay, let's do this. What's episode 4 gonna be about? Edgeworth. 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 Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh yeah, I just... Oh crap, I didn't see my progress. Alright, whatever, it's fine. I beat case 3, so I'll just make a new flippin' save with that episode. Peace out, y'all.